Shalom, shalom. On the brother Amawan coming to the video load when it's edifying and to the point. But first and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rukakadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. Shalom to those who feel like men that scattered abroad, pushing the truth without sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth. And shalom to the very few sincere sisters that's taking heed and getting order in these last days. Right? So as I was, just driving, be getting these notifications coming in. I seen a picture, right? Pretty much, matter of fact, Salaki, that's what it was. Driving, I was scrolling. Yeah, I seen a brother posted a picture with this right here, but it's from a different source, right? For this right from apnews.com, right? But like I said, when I seen this, it just hit the spirit, because that's how we, that's through the spirit. That's how we know that DJ Trump gonna be the one that gonna push us and lead us out, into this, out of this captivity, man. He gonna close it on out, man. Because with this being said, he already has pretty much stamped the law, right? He putting it in, putting it in the works of what it says. Trump signs death penalty order directing Attorney General to help states get lethal injection drugs, right? And so through the spirit, it just matter of fact, let me show you the one that I had pulled up. It should be the same thing. Excuse me. Right? No, that's not it. Oh yeah, don't mind the cooking thing. We get my little cook on, man. This one, yeah. It said Donald Trump has signed an executive order to restore the death penalty and ensure that states have enough lethal injection drugs to carry out executions. Right? Matter of fact, we can goddamn look up those words right quick. Right? Bring back. Restore. He's bringing back. Right? And we know that through the spirit. I'm gonna get straight to it, but we know through the spirit. At one point in time, you had execution like for the guillotine. So, like I said, this right here like a modern time, but we know those guillotines are coming back, right? And we know through the spirit, the scripture says how men be beheaded, beheaded for this truth, right? Because he not gonna be bowing to this system, right? They gonna have it to the point where you gotta get beheaded, So we definitely know these times will come. We definitely know that, DJ Trump gonna be one of the ones that bring that stuff back, right? And get that word for execution. Right? So, excuse me. It says execution. The carrying out or putting into effect of a plan, order of or course of action. The carrying out of a sentence of death on the condemned person. And who's gonna be the ones condemned, right? It's gonna be us men of the Lord, right? The few amount of sisters that's not trying to that's not going to bow the knee, right? Matter of fact, let's get a quick scripture right quick that came in mind when I said that. I have to keep that, so I'll go to the blue letter. It's the book of Romans. Is it Romans 11:4? Yeah, Romans 11 verse 4. It says, but what saith the answer of power unto him? I have reserved to myself 7,000 men who have not bowed, right? Who have not bowed the knee to the image of Baal, right? Because at the end of the day, we know what they're setting everything up for. They're setting it up for this MOTB system. Right, and a punishment, a consequence if you don't want to receive that MOTB, right, it's going to be a beheading, right? So we already see that, like I said, it hit me because they're restoring back, injections and for execution, right? But we know, they're going to actually bring back those guillotines as well for execution. So everything is leading towards prophecy. I mean, everything is going how it's supposed to go, man. Right, towards prophecy, man. I'm reaching at the NLT. It says, and do you remember God's reply? He said, no, I have 7,000 others who who have never bowed down to Baal, right? Never. Every reincarnation wasn't bound. It was thanks to the Lord, So yeah. So yeah, pretty much you got the injection drugs. I wasn't gonna read too much of it. Just gonna read like the first paragraph, and then I'm gonna grab some more scriptures, and that'll be that. Like I said, it just hit me through the spirit, like, hey man, Trump gonna be one of them. He gonna be that man that that bring everything back and closes this captivity on out. Right? It says Washington AP, right? DJ Trump signing a sweeping execution order, right, Monday on the death penalty that directs the Attorney General to take all necessary and lawful action to ensure that states have enough lethal injection drugs to carry out executions. Right? Look at that word for lethal. Sufficient to cause death, fatal, right? Real deadly. And he said what? He said to take all necessary and lawful action, right? Because what? They're making this right here a law. With that MOTB, with the beheading, I'm gonna grab it. Refusing to turn down the MOTB, hey, that's gonna be a part of that law that's coming, man. Right? You're getting beheaded, right? Inside those concentration camps, you're getting beheaded if you don't refuse to take it, right? Hey, but the Lord said it's beautiful to die. It's a precious thing to die in the sight of the Lord, man. So Akim, right? Well, Aqua, right? If you're in that position, hey, that's honorable in the outside of Yahweh Shemi Shas to take it. The Lord may need to let you even feel the pain. He just removed that spirit right before the blade hit. But endure that lot, right? That was your lot to bear, right? And that's the final test of being tested by the Lord Yahweh Shemi Shas. After that, you made perfect. Why not finish it on out strong, man? Right? I'm gonna leave I'm gonna leave it inside the description box for the whole article, right? So I'm just doing a little in transit, right? To my next destination. But grab the word for matter of fact, I had another scripture, Slaki. That's what it was. It's John 15:20 with the small point that I wanted. It says, "Remember the word that I said unto you, the servant is no greater than his Lord." This red letter, right, representing Yahweh Shah. If they have persecuted me, they will also persecute you. If they have kept my saying, they will keep yours also. Slaki. But the main where I was getting out of here was, if they right, we're just like Yahweh Shah. He got persecuted, so we gotta go through the same things, And they setting these lethal injections up for people that's inside these prisons now. But we already know through the spirit they're gonna carry these types of laws or add on to them, right, for the MOTB. And I had wanted to grab that word for persecute. All right, I had it queued up already, right? So that word for persecute goes into what? Someone to hostility and ill treatment, especially because of their ethnicity, right? Their religion, right? Hey, like he said, hey, I have reserved 7,000 men. That's not going to bow to the knee Baal, right? So what's that's going to cause? That's going to cause for him to what? Come down with that hammer, that wrath, right? To show that he's the man. He's in power. He wants you to bow down to him, right? It says, because of their religion, their sexual orientation, their political beliefs, right? And it says his followers were persecuted by the authorities. Why? Because we stood on what we believed in. We understood that, hey, Yahweh Shema Shah is going to reward us for this, and we're not bound down to this system. And Esau can't stomach that. So with that being said, he's going to what? Behead you. He's going to try to give you a fear tactic, try to scare you, right? But yeah, abuse, oppress, mistreat, victimize. Right? What's that main one down here? I was trying to get to Salakia. Martyr. Right? Martyr. Like I said, all this record can go full circle with on the book of I'm gonna get it. Revelation 20. Right? But before I get there, like I said, it said, remember the word that I said unto you, the servant is not greater than his Lord. If they have persecuted me, they will also persecute you. Right. So, hey, same way the Lord Yahushua had to face his, we got to face ours, man. If that's our lot to do so, so be it. Lord said he didn't give us a spirit of fear nor doubt, right? And endure hardness like a strong soldier, like the scripture says, man. Let's get to the book of Revelation. Right, Revelation. And I start at verse 15. And he had power, right? And he had power to give life to the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as will not worship the image of the beast should be killed, right? And we know that kill going to be a two-folded word, right? Going to a physical, right, and X out of society. So now we on the being actual, decapitated, we talking about that one now. Because we know that if you don't want to bow down to the system, Esau's gonna put all the he's gonna put a cord on you. If you don't have that C hip inside you, he's gonna get you up out of here. Simple as that. Right? And he causes all both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond to receive a charagma, right? In their right hand or in their forehead. And that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark. Right, so that's what he's trying to do. They moving everything around society to where you got to have this implant. If you don't have this implant, you're not a part of the new society. So right now we're in that period of they dressing it up to make it look good, right? And after that, it's gonna be a real requirement to the point he's mandatorying it, and he's gonna pretty much put these laws and legislations intact to where if you don't have it, he's able to do what he want to do, which is really get rid of you, especially if you're an Israelite, so-called Negro, Latino, Native American Indian, right? At my destination. All right, Salakia. Right, so 17 it says, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Right. So like I said, so this is where we at with it, man. Like I said, he's gearing everything towards getting a system set up, and he's gonna come with the laws that's gonna be real crucial behind it. Like scripture says, they talk about draconian, dragon-like. Excuse me, real harsh. Right? Revelation 20. That's what I was trying to think. Revelation 20. Yes, we is definitely here, man. We is definitely here. Seeing this is like, dang, that's what you think about, This right here, right? Revelation chapter 20, verse 4. And I saw thrones, and they sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them, right? The Edomites was, giving judgment to what the Israelites, the so-called Negroes, the Latinos, and Native American Indians, right? The ones that didn't want to bow to the image of Baal, right? And didn't want to receive that sea hip. That's the punishment, And like the scripture says, the things written for a time of learning, right? Because we have examples of this, right? Meshach, Shadrach, and Abednego, didn't want to, bow down and listen to the music. When they heard the music, they didn't want to bow down to it, right? And through the Spirit's like, hey, we didn't want to bow down to that song, right? And Meshach, Shadrach, and Abednego, they didn't want to bow to that song. We're not bound to this song, because Esau wants you to move and have his device, right? Wants you to move on his notes. No, we're not doing so. So the consequence would be pretty much getting beheaded, which is a beautiful thing, Ain't nothing wrong with that. Somebody got to be a martyr, like it said. The servant is no greater than his Lord, right? If he persecute me, he gonna persecute you. Persecute going to what? A martyr, right? Let's grab that scripture right quick, Salakia, so you can see it on the screen. Psalms. Oh man, Psalms 116. I think 15. Yep. Call all y'all Bashim Yahushua. Psalms 116, verse 15. Precious in the sight of the Lord is the death of his saints. Right? Precious. Right? Shit, let's just get it up, though. Oh, pressing the wrong thing. Let's just get it up, though. Valuable. Right? Valuable. high price, priceless, rare, right? Rare because a lot of Israelites gonna, the 2/3 they're gonna, they're gonna fold, they're gonna buckle, right? Irreplaceable, right? So that's just the point. Precious is high priced, right? That's dear, right? You decided to put your life on the line for the Lord, that's real precious. So he said, precious in the sight of the Lord is the death of his saints, right? The saints of the Israelites, man. Going back to what Psalms 148, I think 14 and 15, right? So let me go back to Revelation chapter 20. Yeah, man, this time is coming, man. We already see the setup. That's I've been saying that word probably like all week and last week. We see the gameplay. We see the play. Revelation 20 and 4. And I saw thrones, right? John the Revelator said he saw thrones, and they sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them. And I saw the souls of them that were beheaded, right? Beheaded for the witness of Yahushua and for the word of Yahweh, right, of the Most High, which had not worshipped the beast, neither his image, neither had received his mark upon their foreheads or in their hands, and they live and reign with Hamashiach 1,000 years, right? So that's the beauty of it. So because we know it's coming, but this is the punishment if you didn't want to receive it. And we know that we believe Trump's going to be the one that's going to push it, man. Right? We see it. And I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Yahushua and for the word of Yahweh, Bashim Yahushua, and which had not worshipped the beast, neither his image, neither had received his mark upon their foreheads or in their hands. And they live and reign with Hamashiach 1,000 years, right? So, just like I said, just to bring the prophecy and just want to add in, some faith boosters with it, man. But I'm going to close out with this one right here. 2 Thessalonians chapter 4. No. Oh, man. Yeah, I was right the first time. So we already know that, a lot of us may have to get put to death, but, when we stand firm for Yahweh Shem Yahushua, we know the dead gonna rise first and Hamashiach Yahushua, right? So we really have nothing. We're really in a win-win situation. If we get put to death, we're the elect, cool. If we don't have to get beheaded and we're the elect, cool. We still winning, right? But the thing is, the Lord if you want you to take it all the way to the end, finish your race. That's all it is. Finish your race, right? I read from 13 all the way down. But I would not have you to be ignorant, brethren, concerning them which are asleep, that ye sorrow not, even as others which have no hope. For if we believe that Yahushua died and rose again, even so them also which sleep in Yahushua will the Most High bring with him. Right? So the thing is, if we believe how Yahushua had died and came, right? Us will be the same as well, right? It says, for this we say unto you by the word of the Most High, right? Of the Lord, Yahushua, that we which are alive and remain unto the coming of the Lord shall not prevent them which are asleep, right? The one, they got their spot, everyone had their spot. Either you was get beheaded, get beheaded, and another brother, he didn't get beheaded. Hey, whatever his rank is, how the Lord wanted to save him, that's their rank, right? Nobody's not taking nobody else's rank. You're going to be straight. It says, for the Lord himself shall descend. For the Lord himself shall descend from heaven with a shout, with the voice of the archangel, and with the trump of Yahweh, Bashim Yahushua, and the dead in Hamashiach shall rise first. Right? So, hey, like I say, it's an honorable death. You went out believing, and boom. The Lord, the Lord may close your eyes, 5 seconds, before the trumpet go off, man. Right? We ain't really missing nothing, man. Then, hey, I'd rather be present with the Lord than being stuck over here. Hey, the faster he go ahead and, hit that blade on that neck, Hey, the fast, we back in, we back at peace. Right? It says, then we which are alive and remain shall be caught up together with them in the clouds to meet the Lord in the air, and so shall we ever be with the Lord. Right? So the dead gonna rise first, right? The one that was of the elect, they're gonna rise first. And then boom, the one that remained behind, right, held to the end, didn't have to get beheaded, they're gonna get caught up inside the chariots, man. Right? So therefore, we good, right? Excuse me. Verse 18. Wherefore comfort one another with these words, man. Right? So Lord willing, just edifying and uplifting, like I said, we good, man. We have a lot of examples, a lot of comfort scriptures, to keep our minds stable in those times, right? Isaiah 33:6, man. Wisdom and knowledge should be the stability, so we really don't have nothing to really fear, right? So I'm gonna close out with that being said. I'm gonna give out honor, glory, and praises to Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shah, by Hashem Rakakatash. On to the next one. Shalom.